My whole thing is just positioning myself where, we're making great money. A lot of people struggle with making a living, and we all in this race to pay our bills, put food on the table, pay the car insurance, duck the repo, man. Pay, and I'm running ads to sell the seats. You know what I'm saying? And I do my little YouTube shit and I do all that. But that's the credibility part of it. And then in the podcast is going to level that out because I'm bringing people that's kind of like bringing in an audience that will come to a boot camp like that. So my whole thing is just positioning myself where, we're making great money. And I think a lot of people, they don't focus on it. You know what I'm saying? So when I look at everybody else around me, I'm not going to say they're all over the place because people may think I'm all over the place. But when you have that structure and that discipline and you understand the bigger purpose and then all the micro purposes is orbiting that bigger purpose, it's going to be a great setup. And I think that's what we're trying to do this year. 2022, we just trying to take things to the next level. The Amazon business is going well. There's a bunch of hiccups. Any new business, like, you're going to have mistakes, you're going to fail, you're going to have trials and tribulations. But it's up to who you recruit and up to the people you put around you to get through them storms. And every day I wake up and I do the Amazon thing. I'm excited about the next businesses. I'm excited about the next opportunities because they all align with each other. And giving people opportunity where you don't have to go back to a job if you don't want to. And that's the whole concept of the semi-retirement method. You know about the semi-retirement?
I've heard a little bit of it. Enlighten me though.
So the semi-retirement method that we're trying to do is literally showing people that you don't need to wait till 65. I logged into my Social Security account like a month ago because I'm trying to get my Social Security card. Long story short, I gotta get my ID fixed, whatever. And I logged into my Social Security card account thinking I could order the Social Security card. Come and find out I gotta go over there. And something just said, check your estimated Social Security payout. So it said, okay, if you wait till you're 65 years old, because I worked a lot in my early 20s, we will pay you $1,800 a month. I'm like, yo, I'm 33, like 65 years old. And then people literally thinking like, yo, I'm gonna wait to get that money. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. And then if you wait to 68 or something like that, you get like $1,900. Like, I looked at myself and said, fuck that shit. Because even like if you look at the 401k, I had a 401k in my job, and like literally they'll match you dollar for dollar. But if you're only putting 2% of your check into a 401k, and you make $40,000 a year. That's less than $800 a year you putting into your 401k. How many, like, you're never gonna, save that amount of money that you need, even if it compounds. Think about, like, inflation is at 6.5%. So the semi-retirement method is creating businesses and digital products and services where you make money on a daily basis and you make the most amount of money outside of inflation. Because if you're charging, $500 for your services, or if you have a skill, or if you used to be a diesel mechanic and you knew how to put together things on a truck that most people can't comprehend, you can literally hire somebody, go with you to the truck while you're doing your job, showing everything step by step what you're doing, take it back to Fiverr, get them to edit it, clean it up, create a logo, take some pictures, and throw that shit on somebody's online course or run ads against it, and sell it for $1,500, $2,000, $3,000. If you know how to pass like a CDL exam and you showing everybody all the different things, you can package that up and sell it for $800. So the whole point is, as you're making money on a day-to-day basis, you're not working for retirement. You're first trying to break point one, which is making enough money to pay your day-to-day bills. Because I think that a lot of people struggle with that. A lot of people struggle with making a living, and we all in this race to pay our bills, put food on the table, pay the car insurance, duck the repo, man. Once you get that off your plate, then your next investment or your next online business or gig or opportunity will be to focus on getting income coming in so you can save. Why you want to save? Because saving equates to investing. Once you have money set aside that you're okay with losing, right? Because that's what investment is. This is the money that I'm putting into something, and if I lose the investment, I'm okay with it. It's not going to cripple me. It's not going to stop me from paying my bills and my expenses. And that's what we get to breakpoint 2 with once you start saving. And then breakpoint 3 is that you got another hustle that you're saving so much that it's pulling over to a different bucket and just, you got $200,000-300,000 account, and now you can take some money off the table and go invest in something a little more aggressive than what you'll normally do, such as a brand new business, a startup business, or something that may not be proven, interest inside of a franchise, or like anything that makes sense to you, but it's still great for business, but it's a little more risky, or a long time to receive your initial investment back. And once you accomplish that, you're semi-retired. And I think that, like, I'm 33, but I consider myself working, but there's times like last February I took a month off, and that wouldn't be possible if I had a job. And a week off here, 2 weeks off there, during a weekday, stop what I'm doing and handle business, or going to take my wife out somewhere to a nice restaurant. That's semi-retirement. So when you think of retirement, it's just stop. You stop, and then money's coming in to you. But imagine if you never stop, but the money's still coming in, and you can do whatever you want, right? So if you want to, roll your sleeves up and work in your business next week, and then 2 weeks later you're in Puerto Rico, nobody's chasing you for that. So once you hit that and you get to that semi-retirement point, I guarantee you life will get much easier.